Rajasthan, Raja or Rusthan, where sand meets valor. But that isn't all to it. The place is filled with beautiful paintings and beautiful culture. Let's dissect it all. Starting with. Okay, it's not you, it's me. I love food, so we are starting it first. And when I say things are gonna get spicy, they are. Rajasthani food is predominantly vegetarian, and they use chilies like they are water. Maybe due to its hot climate, but I have no other theories except for that. Some favorites may include dal bati and churmu. If I don't say this, probably some Rajasthani is gonna find me and do very, very unnice things to me. Well, it is a lentil soup which is eaten with a baked hard bread called as bati. But it can't be complete without some kanda. Am I right? While churmu is basically a crushed up bati mixed with sugar and it's all delicious. Sangriro Sag. Do you ever look at a thorny tree and say, can I make a sabzi out of this? No? Well, Rajasthanis did. And there comes Sangriro Sag. In fact, Rajasthanis love this tree so much they made it their state tree. And how can I talk about Rajasthani food without mentioning lapsi? Probably the most used food at weddings in Rajasthan. There is so much to Rajasthani food other than this, but I have little time and there is too much. So here have a list. Now after we have filled our bellies, थोड़ा नाच गाना तो बनता है ना. And what's more important to Rajasthani dance than Ghumar, chiefly performed by women in dresses called Ghagra. Stop singing that Agra Ghagra song. I know you're doing it. Anyways, it involves twirling movements and hand movements, which are very important to it. This dance is so important to Rajasthanis that it even led to protests back in 2017. You know, things we do for our culture. Rajasthan is the land of the kings. And you know what kings like? Building. Am I right? Building forts, palaces, temples, more forts, more palaces, more temples. Anyways, so there are two main kinds of structures that you will hear a lot about. One is fort, which is made to protect the kingdom, serving as a defense mechanism. And other is Mahal, residence of the king and the queens, more artistic than forts. I mean, just look at it. In fact, there are so many palaces in Rajasthan, each city has a city palace. To name off, take that here up. In Rajasthan, old cities were surrounded by walls to protect them from enemy armies and had several gates called Pod. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but please don't at me. In fact, the first planned city of India is also in Rajasthan, formed as its capital, Jaipur. The city has wide roads and a grid like structure marked by various intersections called chowpads. And that is it for part 1. Please come back for part 2. क्या मतलब लोगों को ऐसे नहीं बुलाते? ओके